Hey everybody, it's the D-Rocket100 and welcome back to more of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I actually kind of tripped on my words there for a brief moment there, so... Whoops. Last time, we returned back into Uya Academy. We did some things and oh my god, the place almost looked like it was getting foggy out there for a moment there. And we took care of our first batch of classes and that we could take. This time, we're gonna explore a little bit of Artazon Town so we can finally have a little bit of something to do before we take on the gym. So, before I kind of go any further, I actually want to go back here to... Oh my god, what am I thinking of? The Pokemon in this game are all so silly. Mousehold, that's it, Mousehold. I want to go back to Mousehold real quick with its bio. There was actually a signature move that both it and its pre-evolution actually do learn, but it comes in later on in their levels. And that move is Population Bomb. What's interesting about this move is that it has, well, I guess I'll probably just go ahead and kind of break it down a little bit. It is a 20 power, 90 accuracy, physical normal time move that can potentially hit up to 10 times per use. Essentially, making it as powerful as 200 hit base power. Of course, since it is a 90% chance, you can almost guarantee that one of those times is gonna pretty much miss, and that'll be the end of the streak. What's interesting about that move is that the attack can work in a few strange ways that not even I can barely understand it well. But it was something that I forgot to mention and that it should probably be worth noting in case you ever do want to use this Pokemon for your team. But just remember, it takes a while for you to get to that level. Okay, I just wanted to show off into that real quick, because it was something that I did legitimately miss. Right over here. Mass Outbreak. You're going to be seeing plenty of these all around the region. But what's curious is that in mass outbreaks, if I can go and quickly maybe pull up the map real quick, you've been noticing that there's actually a little bit of a shine kind of around it. That indicates that it's targeting a Pokemon specifically, and it may come with a chance to be a shiny. I don't know what a shiny Hicketat looks like, or a Charcadet in that matter. And ooh, that's a nice one. But yeah, something you might want to think about. Ooh, Quick Ball. Haven't seen one of those yet. One of the best balls in the game. I'll be thinking about that later. Speaking of which, I've kind of been wondering, where on Earth could my next in a few choices of a Pokemon to be at? Well, one's actually getting pretty close. So I have to say, Artazon Town, this place kind of looks like it could be a place where they could sell mainly organic items. It kind of. At least that's what I can see that in my head canon. Let's see here. See anything else out of the ordinary. Not bad. Oh, sorry. Is there anything over here? Okay, we're just back to the East Providence of Area 1. We've briefly seen this. And, oh, here is something. Swift. That was easy. Okay. Not fooling around. Energy Root, don't need that. I don't like bitter items, just like how much I don't like battle items. Even though that these particular items are pretty useful, I like to keep my Pokemon friendly, thank you. Alright, Enough wasting time. It's time to hit the gym. You had to get off of our ride for that. How dare they? Hello? Anybody in here? The Deer Hunter walking to the front door, excuse me. Vaya! Derek? It's so wild that we ended up randomly visiting the same gym at the same time. Again. Stalker! What a weird coincidence. Stalker! I swear I was not sneaking around so I can lie and wait and go. Oh wow, weird, and I might as well battle now that you're here. No, seriously, look, to prove it, I won't even challenge you to a battle this time. Much as I'd like to. But look at you and your Pokemon. They've definitely gotten stronger since last time. Add these to the mix, you'll be 100% set to go. No problem. I'll be trying, I'll go train like maybe 20 Pokemon so you'll tackle the gym. This woman's nuts. Alright. Here at the Artazon Gym, that means we're completing a challenge of Sunflora Hide and Seek. As you may know, Artazon is a city of artists. The artwork made by the people here is largely inspired by nature and the sun that nurtures it. Since Sunflora embody these concepts, we try to gather them and take good care of them. Your job today is to find the Sunflora located throughout Artazon. Remember, these Pokemon look like sun-shaped flowers. Gather up 10 of them and bring them into the Sunflora lawn, and you'll pass the test. I'll put you to the Sunflora lawn's location in your map app to get you started. When you leave the gym, turn right and you'll see 2 large Sunflora statues. Head for those. Once you're at the lawn's entrance, the staffer there will tell you more about the gym test. Now get out there and have fun! I kind of like how the gym theme music, it kind of sounds like an accordion. Do you even remember that accordions even exist? I know, says the guy who's a big fan of Weird Al Yankovic. Hi there. I look at the Artazon Gym Sunflora. I hope you're ready, Challenger. It's time for a game of Sunflora Hide and Seek. I'll go ahead and ask the Sunflora to spread themselves around town. Sounds like Sunflora ready for you. With that, your gym test has now begun. Once you found 10 Sunflora, please bring them back here to the Sunflora lawn. That's all from me. Good luck out there now. That was easy. Were you two even trying? I should point out that there are some Sunfloras that will run away. If you do happen to catch one of those, they will indeed challenge you to a fight. And if you're worried about these guys and lagging behind because you're pretty much running away on your ride, don't worry. They're fast on their feet. Fitting, because they might have chlorophyll. Alright. Look around town over here. There you are. I like how they should go. Hello? No. Hey! Right up to 7 of them. It's nice. Alright. Now usually some of these last ones that I like to get are here in this maze. Let's see here. So, before we do anything else, I would like to come right here into the center of this maze. Coming here. Oh. Alright, Ultra Portal Legends on Ocarina of Time, just cheat our way through the maze. And we'll just make our way back over here. Actually, that kind of begs the question. Would there be any sunflowers that waited for us if we got 10 of them? Because it's kind of strange, because there was one that was kind of hiding around out here and kept running away from us like a dumbass, but oh well. Okay! It's nice. Well done on finding all the Sunflora. You passed the gym test with flying colors. Flying colors. Town of Art. Now, please head back to the lobby at the Artazon Gym and report your results. Who do I want to start off with? You know what? Sure. Let's have Vivillon kind of start things off. Hello. Seems to successfully gathered 10 Sunflora and brought them over to the Sunflora lawn. That means you've cleared the gym test. Congratulations. Now you've earned the right to challenge the gym leader. Best of luck. Are you ready to challenge gym leader Brassius, her burden, her Virtuoso? Very well. Allow me to show you to the battle court. I know Verde is green, but Verdant? Is that like a different kind of green? I don't know. We'll look into that later. Greetings, challenger! Ha! Ugh. You did well to come this far. I am Brassius, an artist specializing in grass-type Pokemon. I am also the gym leader here at the Artazon Gym. I was observing your gym test from on top of the windmill, you know. The perception you displayed in finding Sunflora was truly... Oh, how should I describe it? Yes! It is truly avant-garde! I only pray that you might demonstrate that eye for beauty in our battle as well. Enough talk! Let's begin creating our collaborative work of art. I trust that you are ready. It is time for our masterpiece to take shape. On guard. So, Brassius, his first Pokemon. Petalil, level 16, pure grass type. Own tempo for the ability with Sleep Powder and Mega Drain. That is it. As long as you don't use Sleep Powder on an enemy right off the bat, thank you. Great. Alright. Next up, it's gonna be Smoliv, level 16, grass normal type. Early bird for the ability. With Tackle and Razor Leaf. Again, that is it. Yay! Rude. Alright, now! His last Pokemon! Sudowoodo, level 17, pure rock type with Grass Terra for its type. Maturity for the ability with Trailblaze and Rock Throw. Don't be fooled. This is gonna be a toughie. Michael, get out there. I know what I'm probably doing is stupid because of that Trailblaze is a pure grass type move. And that Grass Terra type is what's gonna give it the edge, but oh well. This has promise. Yes, let us see this artistic endeavor to its conclusion at once. Allow me to touch this and work out slightly. I will call it Truly Widow. Uh-oh. At times, the art becomes a race against the clock. Let us increase the pace. I made a mistake. Yeah, that raises the speed. Well, time to retreat. Yes, yes, yes. Raise the speed, why don't ya? Ember. I guess I probably should point out that whenever it does change that type, in this case, a rock type to a grass type, it will no longer get the same type of attack bonus that it would normally would be, because it's no longer that type. So, Michael wants to learn the move Low Sweep. Ooh. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Yes, please. Romeo wants to learn Seed Bomb. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Avant-garde! Oh, what artistic tactics you employ! The pattern of your moves, the minute details in your Pokemon performance. Everything you did was honed to perfection! Our battle was, in a word, art. Indeed, if we could not call that a work of artistry, then nothing else in this world could be labeled as such. If I were to judge your work, I would say it passes my inspection. Yes, a pass without expectations or exceptions. As proof your artistic prowess, you may have my gym badge. Shall we take a photo as well? If you possess 2 gym badges, it will be easier to capture that Pokemon up to level 30, and those Pokemon should follow your commands as well. To a fantastic trainer such as yourself, I would also like to offer this, a favor of mine. Use your attack silently as if leaping out from tall grass. Using Nimble's footwork boosts its speed stat. Ah, my inspiration is overflowing as it drowns from a bottomless well. I will begin on a new piece at once. You must excuse me. Farewell! Pardon me, would you be the Derek I've been hearing so much about? Numoma has mentioned that there was a promising new face in the Academy. Yes, indeed. Oh, but I do apologize. I didn't mean to startle you by addressing you so suddenly. My name is Hassel. I'm one of the Elite Four of the Pokemon League. I also teach art classes at the Academy. So do tell me, Yandere, what compels you to collect these gym badges and strive to be a champion? I guess really in this case, I just want to find my treasure. Aston answered, thank you. Naturally, there is no single correct answer. All paths lead to the great creator of Paldea, as they say. You know, your friend Nimona is the youngest to achieve champion rank in all Paldean history. It is entirely possible that such great potential lies within you as well. Should you continue striving to reach champion rank, you will one day have to battle me. You would be wise to train hard starting now. It will save you the experience, the bitter regret of defeat. Oh, and do come along to my art class sometime. I would be thrilled to have you attend. Alright, cool beans. And then we can now team have an updated language classes available to take. So we have a new class that's opened up to us. Oh, and an art class is available to us now. So now we can pretty much just take those other classes if we need to now. But I'm not going to do that quite yet. Because now I would like to go ahead and explore this wide open space right here of Area 1 of the East Providence. And let me tell you, this place is huge. So, what do you say we go ahead and talk about the 5 new Pokemon that we can find out here? And this is when things are going to get a little bit sassy, in a sense. And not in the good way either. And oh my god, you're level 17. Well, I guess then again, I probably shouldn't have expected as much, but you know what? That's fine. Gives me a good chance to get some levels going, maybe heal up a little bit, all that fun jazz. So starting things off is Paldean Tauros. This once very powerful and useful normal type move goes on to being that of a fighting type. Of course, and there's a couple of variations of this, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Kind of picking ourselves up though, this thing is probably considered to be one of the absolute best fighting types that you'll be finding early in the game. And I actually kind of like this on a Pokemon for a few good reasons. If you really want one, I definitely would recommend him Intimidator more than Anger Point. Not to say that is bad, I'm just saying that there's a little bit of some better use if you plan on doing this. But yeah, it's mostly because it's not so well taking a lot of physical hits, but it's actually a whole lot better than you would realize at first glance. What's interesting is that there's 2 other variations of this of the Paldean Tauros, but curiously, one can be found here more often in Scarlet, and the other can be found more in Violet. I would like to go over this. In Scarlet, we have a fire version of this Tauros, and I do want to point out they're mainly just in cosmetics, and their types are different, but their stats are pretty much remain the same. I actually kind of like this particular one a little bit more, solely because that fire has more resistances, and it being a part fighting hit type kind of makes it a little bit more worthwhile in on itself. In Violet, there's a water variation, which I actually did consider using it on my team for a little while, but I just barely decided against it since I'm going to be using Michael for this, or I guess in this case, Quaxwell, if you want to be specific on that. But there's nothing wrong with that, to say the least. I do want to point out that it do come with a signature move of Raging Bull. This is a 90 power, 100 accuracy physical normal type move that not only removes his stats of Light Screen, Reflect, and Aurora Veil from the target side of the field, but it also can change it into a fighting hitting type if it's a combat breed, fire type if it's a blaze breed, or water type if it's aqua breed. Kind of nice to say the least. So it can pretty much just be hit one of 4 types, the other head being normal type, it's just a regular Tauros, depending on the type of breed that you get. Quite honestly, you could do worse with this. If you do want one, by all means, there are going to be a little bit of a challenge to find. The combat breeds are pretty easy to find out from out here, but you will be able to find the other 2 later on. But you won't be able to get both breed hits in the same game, solely because, well, they're version exclusives, but it won't affect the Pokédex in any way. Kind of. But not important. Next up is going to be probably one of the weirdest knockoff Pokemons I have ever seen. Toadschool. Going from a water poison type to that of a ground grass type. Sure. If you think that this thing is not as good as its original counterpart, don't be fooled. Believe it or not, they are not the same. Even the Pokédex entries believes in that it is not the same either. Kind of strange in on itself. But by the time it evolves into Toadscroll level 30... Okay, yeah, it's basically just a clone of it, but this one's on the more for ground-based usage, not for everything else. Anyway, I do want to point out that this thing, or I guess both of it, have a signature ability. Mycelium Might. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong or right, but I don't know. Basically, it will always go last if it ever inflicts a status on a move. But the trade-off for this is that it will pretty much bypass certain abilities and that are normally immune to it. For example, those that are with Limber can get paralyzed. If it has Scree, those that are resistant to such a thing will get hit by it. But it'll always come at a cost of pretty much going last. Kind of weird in on itself. And like its original counterparts, and they're meant to be special walls. Nothing ordinary to say nothing too ordinary to say the least. But not bad in on itself, but I only ever recommend this if you just don't want to have a weird Pokemon on your team. And if you just want to have a little bit of some fun with it. On the mountains, we have Flittle, our first in a pure psychic type. Can I just say, what is this thing? Well, okay, I won't say that it's that bad of a Pokemon. It's just your typical special psychic type user. It's meant to be a pretty decent special sweeper. But hey, you know me, how much I like sweepers. I do want to quickly point out that for some reason I never put in my notes that I should fill out their abilities and all that, which is, I guess I was kind of rushing through this a little bit, but whoops. But you're seeing them on there, and if I remember correctly, Opportunist is its signature ability once it fully evolves. But I do want to just quickly talk about with Esparta after it evolves at level 30. Well, level 35, excuse me. It has a signature move known as a Lumina Crash. An 80 power, 100 accuracy special psychic type move that lowers the target's special defense set it by 2 status. Kind of a straightforward move in on itself. So I guess it's really nothing too special as it is, but I guess if you do want to have some pretty fun and use that for the psychic type that works in a few different ways, it's not bad in itself. Of course, if you do manage to get one with speed boost, which is its hidden ability, it could be fun, but it's not really exactly worth it. So all around, not bad. But it is a pretty nice early hit game in pure psychic type if you chose not to go for some of the other ones we saw from before, like Ralts and all that. By the ocean, we probably have one of the cutest Pokemon and also probably one of the worst. Finison. We've waited several generations to finally give us a dolphin Pokemon. And this thing totally and utterly completely sucks! Okay, so positives? It's meant to be a good use for that, to being a nice sweeper. It has a water immunity, a water veil, which is nice. It has some pretty decent moves in that it can know they're leveling up. Sure. So, what can I truly say and what's wrong with this thing that hasn't really been said already? Well, no base stats over 75 other than speed. It has no good hit stats for offense and even defensive approaches on both ends. And oh, I haven't even gotten to the worst part yet. This is the lone Pokemon that you need to evolve at level 38 while working in the Union Circle. Who came up with this idea? I guess Palafin is a nice in on itself, but as it starts off as it is, it's nothing too special. But what is nice is that it has a signature ability known as Zero to Hero. So that's kind of fitting for Hercules. It transforms into its hero form when it switches out. I guess it can be okay in on itself, but I don't really think that using it is really worth it. Oh, what am I kidding? This thing! If you can get it to its ultimate form, Palafin is a fantastic physical sweeper. But this thing still sucks. If you don't plan on using this particular Pokemon, you're better off with something a whole lot better. And as I said, you need to be part of the Union Circle in order to do this. So, unless if you have good connections with anyone who has a good Union area code and then you'll be able to send it to you, have fun. But other than that, it's decent on itself, but I believe if I was looking at it correctly, there is a way around this that you could potentially get a Palafin in another way. I think it's through Terror Ray battles. If I'm wrong, I'll go ahead and flash something up on screen right now, if I'm incorrect. But I do recall something like that, but I just want to confirm that even on my end. So, this Pokemon sucks. That's all I can truly say. It sucks. On the other hand, or rather in the air, that's also close by to the ocean, we have probably one of the best choices to get for a flying type or even for a good electric type. Wattrell! And if you think that I'm talking Wixie Dixie, don't be fooled. We have a lot to talk about with this. A wonderful mixed sweeper and has an immunity to ground thanks to it being a part flying type, unless you get hit with gravity or other things that'll counteract it with a flying type on that. But in all honesty, this thing is awesome. It has a signature ability of wind power. If it's ever get hit by a wind move, it powers up the electric type move that it uses the following turn. I think you can probably see for where we're going with this. Plus, it's actually close to evolving into Kilowattrell at level 25. It's that good, hallelujah. This pretty much just puts even Emolga to shame. And that's saying something. But if you really want this anything here to be good, dual Wing Beat, Spark, later upgrade that to Thunderbolt, give this thing Tailwind, and you're golden. This has been one of the absolute best of Pokemon to use in pretty much in any gameplay. And if you're looking for a Pokemon that can get the job done, and has a great variety of moves to go for, great abilities to have, except for maybe Voltazor, which I recommend more for double battles, this thing is good. The only reason why I'm choosing not to go for this on a Pokemon this time around is because I used this as a Pokemon in so many playthroughs that I decided to kind of give this Pokemon a break. It's that good. Alright. Did a couple of battles and some Terra Raid fight hints during the bios. Always a nice thing to say the least. To get to know the place a little well. Not a whole lot more that I want to show off of this episode. Got some Murkrow right there. I'll deal with you later. A Greppa Berry. There's a beach down there. There's our next city, but we're not gonna go there quite yet. And of course, since we're here at a watchtower, you know what I'm here for. Okay. How am I going to get to you? Okay. I guess you're guarding this. Now... well, I guess we'll find out. If we faint one, do we still get the coins, though? Think we do? Yes, we do. Ha-ha! Thank you. And what are you? Tailwind! Ooh! We were just talking about you! Alright. Come on down here. What is this? Koala Berry. And another Greppa Berry. Oh, hi. Fake Tears. Interesting hidden move to say the least. Not the absolute best, but okay as it is. And no. You are gonna be way too powerful. I do not want to deal with you today. A Smart Strike at TM right here. Wattrell, yeah, Wattrell's right there. Got a Wiglet. And, ooh, we get a Water Stone, okay. Man, these Greppa Berries are pretty popular around these parts. You know what? Sure. Let's see what we got in this Terra Raid battle. Maybe collect these items along the way. Battle items. That's not disappointing. Starly. Nah. We do get league points that are from we even just had talking to one of those, and oh. We're about to getting close into some pretty nasty territory, so I don't want to deal with that yet. Don't worry, we'll be coming back to this location a little while later. Let's see here. A tomato berry. Clearly not trying to be subtle with it being a tomato. Let's see here. I don't think there was anything else from around here. The Tediersa right there. I think you have pickup for the ability, which could come in handy. Squawkabillies. Alright. Don't think there was anything else of what we could do as of right now. So, I think now's going to be a good time for us to go in and finish up from right here. Was there... Just have to make sure, because sometimes there could be Gibby Gold around here. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm actually wrong. There is actually one last thing that I want to double check. Where was it? Trying to remember for where that Pokemon was. The, Stone Earth Titan. Should be from around here, close to town. And yes! This cave. We cannot go back in there. If for whatever reason you chose not to give your Pokemon, or I guess Koraidon or Miraidon, your sandwich piece, you'll be able to get access back into this cave, then you can give it to him later. You know what? Chomp chomp! Oh, it flinched. Nice. So yes, the rock salt Pokemon. Someone actually makes a joke about this with me whenever we talk about rock salt. But anyway, let's qualify here. Kind of hitting it, but doesn't seem to want to do anything. There's a reason behind this. And if that could get away, thank you. Should we talk to it? We can re-challenge it. And we will be able to catch it. These Titan Pokemon. If you do want to catch one of these Pokemon for yourself, they will be able to become available for you to catch a little bit later on after you manage to defeat it. In fact, since we're in the night, might as well use the Dusk Ball because it's better used in the dark. Or not. Let's try a Great Ball. Ah! You already used block on me, buddy. Alright. Third time's gonna be the charm. Gimme. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, I didn't know I could do that. Flail around her with the camera while I was doing that. So yeah, we can get ourselves the Titan Pokemon after you managing to defeat it from earlier. Of course, you'll have Anger Shell, just like when we talked about from before. A couple of episodes ago. Very, very nice. Alright. Let me check the Pokédex real quick. I need to get one more. You'll do. You'll do. One quick ball hit with this and we should be golden. Told ya. Alright. Alright. Uh-oh. Start the camera app. Where did it go? Oh, hi there. You can take a couple of photos. Like, whoa! That co-op was inside of me! Get away from me! No, 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 no. Bad crap! Okay, now that I'm done here being weird with these guys, I think it's about time that we go ahead and we end things off right around here. So, and ooh, we get an Ultra Ball for our good troubles. So, I think now that we're gonna go ahead and end things off from right here, we're gonna head on over to the West Providence and see what kind of fun we can do from out there, because we have some things that we can do now since we've gotten 2 gym badges. See you guys then!